Good evening, everybody. Today, I'm going to discuss market structures. Already, you learn basic concepts of cost, then theory of production, and relevant basic theories of microeconomics. Therefore, today I'm going to pay attention market structures. What do you think about market structures? Why we should pay attention market structures? We should clearly understand. First, we should clearly understand what is the market structures. Then, definition of the market structures I'm going to discuss under first part of the lesson. Then I'm going to pay attention various type of market structures. Last part of the lesson, I'm going to discuss first market structure, perfect competitive market structures. Structure. First, pay attention definition for market structure. There are various type of definition. Among these definition, I'm going to discuss simple and comprehensive definition for market structures. What is a market structure? I have given 2 points. First, under first point, I'm going to pay attention. Market structure refers to the number and size of buyers and sellers in the market for a good and services. We should clearly understand this point. Market structures refers to the number and size of sellers in the market for goods and services. Clearly understand key point of this simple definition. Market structure refers to the number and size of buyers and sellers in the market. Which type of thing? Good and service market. Therefore, when we discuss characteristics of the market structures, you should clearly understand various characteristics of market structures. And when I discuss market structures, I'm going to discuss key characteristics of the selected market structures. You know, there are 4 types of market structures. I'm going to discuss 4 market structures based on key characteristics. Then I'm going to pay attention common examples for explaining market structures. Okay. Then, under second point of the slide, I have clearly mentioned market structure. Market can be defined as a group of firms willing and able to sell a similar product or service, able to sell a similar product or service to the same potential buyers. You should clearly understand this point. Under this point, I have clearly mentioned key point. What is the point? Market structure can be defined as a group of firms, it means sellers, willing and able to sell. Group of firms. Then there's another point. Able to sell a similar product or service to the same potential buyers. Under market structure consists in major two parts. What are the parts? Producer. Then another one, producers. It's mean I have given a group of firms. Group of firms, it means producer or service provider, service or product producers. Another one, buyers. It's another side, opposite side of this one, buyers. With the market, there are two parties. First party, seller, second party, buyers. Then both parties integrate within the market. Then based on their demand and supply, it means sellers create supply, or producer create supply. Then buyers create demand. Then based on these two mechanisms, determine market price and quantity. You know general situation of the market. Now I'm going to pay attention another important point. What do you think about? Define group of firm willing. You should clearly understand this point. Willing and able to sell. Willing and able to sell. You should clearly understand. A similar product or service to the same potential buyers. There are major two parties, buyers and sellers. Okay. Then I'm going to pay attention various type of market structures. Actually, we shouldn't understand major four market structures. If you go to the practical scenarios, easily you can identify four market structures. But there are major two original market structures. What are the two major market structure? First one we call perfect competition. First market structure is called perfect competition. Second one we call monopoly. There are two basic market structures. First one we call perfect competition market. Second, monopoly. Already I have explained there are two major market structures. First one, perfect competition market. Second one, monopoly market. In between these two market structures, you can identify monopolistic competition market structure and oligopoly market structure. Can you understand explanation? Now I am going to pay attention perfect competition market structure. Before discuss perfect competition market structure, we should identify key characteristic of the major two market structures. Opposite side of the perfect competition market, we call monopoly market. Okay. Under perfect competition market, there are a number of buyers and sellers. We can say many buyers and sellers. Can you understand? Opposite side of the perfect competition market is monopoly market. There is a major seller, only one seller, but there are number of buyers. When I discuss both market structures, I'm going to pay attention key areas of the perfect competition market as well as in key areas of monopoly market. And the second step of the discussion, I'm going to explain characteristic of each market structures. Then I'm going to link with the practical examples. Can you understand? First, I'm going to discuss perfect competition market structure. Before discuss perfect competitive market structures, you should clearly understand common features of the market structure. Okay? Some textbooks mention 5 key features, but major authors clearly explain there are 3 major features. Major features. There are 3 major features. What are the major features? You should clearly understand key major features. First major feature is number of sellers. Then product differentiation. Third one, entry and exit condition. I have mentioned, some books mention 5 major features, but 3 major features which are going to discuss, under my discussion are enough for explaining features of the market structures. Then easily you can understand these 3 major features. Then pay attention, practical example. I have mentioned there are 3 major features. What are the major features? Number of sellers, product differentiation, entry and exit condition. Can you understand? Number of sellers, product differentiation, entry and exit condition. What do you think about number of sellers? What do you think about number of sellers? Under perfect competition market, there are many buyers and sellers. Under monopoly market, only one seller. Okay? Based on the number of sellers, we can identify perfect competition market and monopoly market easily. Why? Why? These features are important to identify market structures. Therefore, if you select industry, then if you select one industry, then check key features of the selected industry. Then you can decide which type of market structure is suitable for the category. Which type of, sometimes this may be almost similar to perfect competition market, sometimes maybe monopoly market, then other two alternative market structures also. What are the 2 market structures? First, monopolistic competition. Second one, oligopoly market. You should clearly understand this situation. I have clearly explained. There are two major market structures. There are two major market structures. What are the market structures? Perfect competition market structure. The opposite side of the perfect competition market structure is called monopoly market structure. Monopoly. Perfect competition, then opposite side of the perfect competition we call monopoly. Can you understand? In between these two market structures, there are other two market structures. What are the other two market structures? First one, monopolistic, monopolistic, monopolistic competition. Then second one, oligopoly. Monopolistic competition and oligopoly. Can you understand? Monopolistic competition and oligopoly. I will explain. Just I have mentioned. It's been perfect competition and monopolistic. Perfect competition and monopoly markets are basic market structures. It's been opposite side of the perfect competition market we call monopoly market. But rest of market, two market structures are constructed based on the mixed characteristics of perfect competition market and monopoly market. Can you understand? It's a mix of the characteristic. Then we can identify third market structure, monopolistic competition, then oligopoly. Within these sessions, I'm going to discuss four market structures before come to the exam. You should clearly understand four market structures. Why? Your final exam will focus market structures and other sessions also, but minimum one question may be constructed based on market structure. Minimum one question. Sometimes maybe two or maximum three. Can you understand? Therefore, now you should pay attention market structure lessons. I'm going to upload four short videos based on market structures. Then I'm going to pay attention review question, because based on basic knowledge, try to give the answer for review question. Why? Under your final exam, you should develop answers based on your theory and practical knowledge. Now I'm going to pay attention three key features: a number of sellers. I think you can understand how many sellers are there. If many, example for perfect comparison. If there are perfect comparison or maybe oligopoly. If there is one seller, then you can categorize under monopoly market structure. Then we should consider other factor, not only number of seller. Then I'm going to pay attention product differentiation. What do you think about product differentiation? Product differentiation depend on various concepts, various definition. First, you should understand what is the product differentiation. I'm going to explain based on practical example. You know vegetable market. You have the experience, vegetable market. If you go to the vegetable market, then you can see many varieties of vegetables. As an example, beetroot, there in carrots, like this. There are a number of vegetables within the market, vegetable market. But beetroot, what do you think about? Almost similar, but geographic-wise, quality-wise, there are differences, but almost same. Okay. What do you think about hotel industry? What do you think about hotel industry? There are number of hotels. Already you know there are number of hotels. They charge different charges based on their facilities, based on their quality, based on their reputation, based on their packing, based on their location. Hotels charge various charges. 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, like this. Based on their facilities, hotels charge various charges. Why? What is the major reason of various charges? Product differentiation. 2-star facilities compare with the 2-star facilities and 5-star facilities. Then 5-star facilities are better than 2-star facilities. Then they can charge higher prices, higher charges than 2-star hotels. What did it mean? It's mean product differentiation. Can you understand? Then pay attention car market. What do you think about? You know Maruti price. Then Toyota car prices. Then BMW car prices. Volvo car prices. There are price differences. There are price differences. There's a price, but there are price differences. Why? Based on the quality, based on the facilities, based on the reputation, based on the brand. Producers charge various price. If you compare Maruti car price and BMW driving, there is a huge difference. There is a huge difference. This huge difference was created based on product differentiation. Therefore, second major factor to determine market structure is product differentiation. Can you understand second factor? Then I'm going to pay attention third major factor of market structure. What is the third major factor? We call entry and exit condition. You know, vegetable market. If you like, you can go to the vegetable market. If you produce vegetables, then you can go vegetable market with your product. Then you can sell to the buyers. But what do you think about buyers situation? If they go to the vegetable market, they can purchase. Cannot send real situation of the market. Cannot send real situation of the market. Free entry, free exist. Right, within our country, anybody can produce vegetables. Then they can sell. Free entry. Then, vegetable season, what happened? Due to less profit margin as or loss of their final output. With the final result, loss. This may be loss. Then they can decide, no, I'm not going to produce more. I'm not going to produce next season. They may decide. It means free entry and exit. Based on these three characteristics, we can identify four market structures. Before deciding market structures, please pay attention these three key characteristics. If you decide total number of sellers, many, then can you categorize under for monopoly market? Can't. Why? There are number of sellers. Oh, you can say many sellers. Then, first, according to the first point, if there are many sellers, then we shouldn't concern two market structures. What are the market structures? Perfect competition and monopolistic competition. I will explain until you should clearly understand. Right. Now, I'm going to pay attention first market structure. First market structure is competitive market. You should clearly understand perfect competition market structure. Why? Perfect competition market structure is the perfect competition market structure can be categorized under first basic market structures. But it is difficult to find out 100% perfect competition market structure, as well as it is difficult to give example for pure perfect competition market structure. And as an example, I can give Sri Lankan vegetable market as an example of perfect competition market. But it is difficult to say pure perfect competition market. There are limitations, but it's a good example. A general example for perfect competition market is agriculture product. agriculture market. You should clearly understand this situation. Now I'm going to pay attention major characteristics of perfect comparison market. What are the major characteristics of perfect comparison market? First characteristic is large number of buyers and sellers. When we think about perfect comparison market, there are number of buyers and sellers. Farmers produce various various type of vegetables. Then they can supply to the market. How many vegetable farmers are there? Many. Therefore, I have given first characteristic of the market structure is a larger number of buyers and sellers. I think no need to say a larger number of buyers. If you go to the vegetable market, easily we can understand there are number of buyers and sellers. Then I'm going to pay attention second characteristic of the perfect comparison market. It is the good offers by various sellers are largely same or homogeneous product, or we can say standardized product. You should clearly understand this situation. Why? For the reason, when we concern second factor of competitive market structure, there are number of sellers, but all of them are produce almost similar product. We call homogeneous product. Good example, vegetable market. If you consider beetroot, what do you think about? Almost same quality. But we can say homogeneous product. Beetroot, but there are a few quality-wise differences, but almost same. Can understand. Then carrots, what do you think about? Almost same. Therefore, we can say second characteristic of perfect comparison market is homogeneous product, or we can say largely the same. Can you understand? Good example, agriculture product. Good example, vegetables. There are a number of vegetable varieties of the vegetables, but their characteristics are almost, or their appear, their quality, almost same. Right. Second characteristics is homogeneous product or standardized product. Third characteristic of the perfect competition market is free entry and exit from the market. What does it mean? It means anybody can come to the market and sell vegetables. If they like, they can exit from the market. There are various type of example, but good example is agriculture product, especially developing countries. Anybody can cultivate vegetables or agriculture product, then they can sell to the market. Conversion, this means free entry. If they decide, I'm not going to produce more. No, right. They decide 2027, I'm not going to cultivate. It's okay, no issue. It means free entry and free access. Then it's very good or specialized characters. I'm going to explain price taker. What do you think about price taker? Can you understand price taker? It's been based on the demand and supply. Based on demand and supply, determine market price. Based on the demand and supply, determine the market price. Then farmers should accept the market price. Can you understand what I say? Based on the demand and supply, determine market price. Vegetable market. Example, WO PETA market. What do you think about? Based on the PETA market demand and supply, determine market price. Then farmers should accept or sellers should accept market price. Nothing to do. If I like, can I sell higher than market price? I can keep both higher market price, high price. But what happened? It's maybe difficult to sell. Why? Market price less than my one. As an example, based on the demand and supply, determine market price. 400 per kilogram. Beetroot 400 per kilogram. Then, if I like, can I sell 500 or 600 within the market? Can't. Why? Based on the demand and supply, determine the market price. Therefore, producers as well as buyers should accept the market price. Nothing to do. If I go to PETA market to W market, I shouldn't purchase market price. I should purchase based on the market price. As an example, beetroot 400 per kilo. Then I can purchase any amount, any number of kilos. What is the price? 400. Can you understand this situation? If therefore we can say price taker. I can cultivate vegetables and I can sell within the market, but I can't change market price. Why? What is the reason? Because my supply amount, if I assume I'm a farmer, then I decide if I cultivate vegetable, beetroot, then my harvest around 1,000 kilograms, then I can bring to the market. Then can I decide price 300, 400 or 500? Can't. I should sell based on the market price. Market price may be 400. Then I can sell them any amount. It's been 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, any amount. What's the market price? 400. Can you understand my explanation? It means I am a price taker, not a price maker. Clearly understand the situation, especially for food competition market. Farmers can't decide market price. There are two explanations I'm going to explain based on this point. Firm situation and market situation. I'm going to discuss two separate draft. I'm going to use. Why? What is the reason? Perfect competition market, market price is determined by demand and supply. Can you understand my explanation? Then, if I cultivate vegetable, beetroot, my previous example. Then I can sell any amount, any number of kilograms. What is the market price? 400. Okay, can you understand real situation? This means price takers. Okay, price takers. Then what do you think about fifth one? No non-price competition. No non-price competition. What this mean? What this mean? Is there price competition? No, non-price competition. Why? Non-price competition. Why? Based on the demand and supply, determine the market price. If I spend money for advertising, can I change market price? I can't change the market price. I should sell my vegetable on the market price. Therefore, I can say no non-price competition. Nothing. No price competition. Can you understand? Right. I have clearly explained key 5 points or key 5 characteristic of perfect competition market. Now I'm going to pay attention another definition of a competitive market. As a result of its characteristic, the perfectly competitive market has following outcomes. What are the outcomes? The action of any single buyer or seller in the market have a negligible impact on the market price. It's a very important point has been mentioned under first point. What do you think about? If I decide today I decide I'm not going to sell my vegetable to the double market, then what will happen? Nothing. Why? My total weight, my vegetable total weight, beetroot total weight, maybe 1,000 kilograms. But if I like, I can sell it to the double market. Otherwise, I can keep it. But it will not affect the price of the market. Can you understand? But it's mean personal influence of the seller or supplier is negligible. Why? My supply amount may be less than 1%. It's be 0.001. Then can I change market price due to suspend of the my vegetables? Nothing. You should clearly understand this situation. Okay, second point. Then what is the second point? Each buyers and sellers takes the market price as given. It's when buyers shouldn't accept the market price. Not only buyers, but also seller shouldn't accept the market price. They can't change market price. As an example, beetroot. The price of the beetroot kilogram, 400. Then I shouldn't accept the market price. Nothing to do. If I like, I can decide to sell vegetable to the market. If I dislike, I don't like, then I can keep it. But not affect to the market. It will not affect to the market. Why? My vegetable supply less than 1% or 0.00 like this. 0.2 like this. What do you think of buyer? If I go to the vegetable market, then I can purchase the vegetable, no issue. If I decide to stay my home, then what happened? Nothing. Market price will determine based on the demand and supply. But it's not depend on the decision may not depend on my decision, personal decision. Therefore, I have given each buyers and sellers takes the market price as given. Then I have given the meaning of competition. What do you think about meaning of competition? What do you think about? Buyers and sellers in the competitive markets are said to be price taker. Previously, I have clearly explained what price taker. Okay, am I correct? Not price maker. Why? If I like, I can supply vegetable to the market. If I don't, if I design, not supply, if I design, keep my vegetable today or within 1 week, it's depending on the situation, then I can keep. No effect to the market. That's no effect. Okay. Buyers and sellers compared to market say to price taker. It means price taker. Buyers as well as seller, both of them are price taker. It is very important point. Then I'm going to pay attention. Second point of the discussion. What is the second one? Buyers and sellers must accept the price determined by the market. Same point I have given under 2 point. What do you think first one? Buyers and sellers in competitive market are to be price taker. Why? Based on the demand and supply, price is determined. Therefore, they can't change it. Therefore, we can say another technical term. We can use another technical term. It is called price taker. What do you think about second point? Buyers and sellers must accept the price determined by the market. Then nothing to do. Buyers and sellers must accept the price determined by the market. You understand? The very important point I have given should accept the market price, which determined by the market. Then I'm going to pay attention revenue of the competitive market. What do you think about revenue of the competitive market? You should clearly understand when we determine profit, when we calculate the profit, we can use general accepted, everybody know formula. It's a formula. Profit mean TR, total revenue, minus total cost. Then we can calculate profit. Okay. Then I'm going to pay attention both sides. What are the sides? There are two sides. First one, revenue side. Second one, cost side. Already you learn or cost concepts have been learned or have discussed under previous sessions. Therefore, I'm not going to discuss again. What does it mean? I mean, TC, total cost, depend on the number of units and cost per unit. Can you understand? Therefore, you should concern two variables. What are the variables? TR and TC. TR mean total revenue, TC mean total cost. Can you understand? Total revenue for a firm is selling price item to the quantity sold. TR, total revenue, equal to P multiplied by Q. TR mean Total revenue equal to P multiplied by Q. P mean price, Q mean quantity. Then TR equal total revenue equal to P multiplied by Q. Then total revenue is proportional to the amount of out. Therefore, you should clearly understand this point. TR, total revenue, depend on two factors. First factor is P. Second factor is Q. Both factors are directly influenced on TR. If we increase price, we assume Q fixed. Then what will happen? If we increase P, then TR will increase. Then second one, Q. If we increase the Q value, then what happened? TR will increase. If decrease the price, Q fix, then what happened? Decrease the TR. If price fix, QR decrease, then what will happen? Decrease the TR. Therefore, you should clearly understand TR depend on two independent variables. What are the independent variables? It means P and Q. Okay, total revenue. Then total revenue is proportional to the amount of output. It depends. Right? You have learned, theory of production, theory of cost. Already you have learned. Theory of cost and theory of production were discussed under previous lesson. Therefore, I'm not going to discuss again. Now I'm going to discuss application part of the individual lessons. Separately, you learn theory of production. Then you have learned theory of cost. Then, based on these two technical areas, I'm going to discuss another application part. Next part of the discussion, it's called market. Now I'm going to perfect competitive market. Now I'm going to pay attention another important point. Profit maximization for the competitive firm. Profit maximization for the competitive firm. What do you think about profit maximization for the competitive firm? What is the real situation? What do you think about profit maximization for the competitive firm? You know, there are two types of firms, two types of organization: profit-oriented organization, non-profit oriented organization. But under this lesson, I'm going to focus profit-oriented organization. Why I'm going to pay attention profit-oriented organization? What is the reason? Profit-oriented organizations should be concerned their major objective. What is the major objective? Major objective is, key objective is profit maximization. Otherwise, they can't continue their business. Somehow, organizations shouldn't earn profit. Otherwise, what happens? Investors owners of the organization or investors may dissatisfied. Therefore, every organization, profit-oriented, non-profit, profit-oriented organization should earn profit. Not only profit, they should maximize the profit. Can you understand? Therefore, I'm going to pay attention. Profit maximization for the competitive firm. You should clearly understand this one. What do you think about? I have given 2 points and has been 2 points have been given under this slide. First point is the goal of a competitive firm is to maximize the profit. What is the major goal of the competitive firm? Maximize the profit. What is the second? This means that the firm will want to produce the quantity that maximize the difference between total revenue and total cost. Profit can be categorized based on TR and TC. If we increase in TR, then what happened? Increase the profit. If you decrease in TC, if you assume TR fixed, then what happened? Increase the profit. Then final objective of the firm is maximize the profit. Maximization they can achieve or maximization of the profit can be achieved using two methods. First method is maximize TR. Then if you assume TC fixed, then what happens? We can achieve the maximum profit. What is the second option? Second option is minimize TC. If you minimize TC, total cost, then what happens? We can achieve higher profit. Therefore, major objective of the firm should be identified by the managers or top management. Why? The goal of the competitive firm is to maximize profit. Can you understand this one? The second point. This is the mean that the firm will want to produce the quantity that maximize the difference between TR and TC. You should clearly understand this point. I have mentioned what the objective maximize the profit is the profit. Okay, profit, maximize the profit. Profit can be calculated. TR and TC. TR and TC. TR and TC. Okay. Then profit can be maximized. Okay. Profit can be maximized. It means TR, total revenue. How can calculate the TR? P, how do you calculate? P multiplied by Q. P multiplied by Q. P multiplied by Q. Okay, can you understand? P multiplied by. If you increase the P, then already I have explained, can increase the TR. If increase Q, then we can increase TR. But there are the limitation. Why? As an example, when you think about product, right? What do you think about? We can increase our production until certain level. Then what happened? Yet what T total production. If you increase total production until certain level, then we can maximize the profit. After that, what happened? Our profit or profit of the product will be decreased. Can you understand this situation? Clearly understand this situation. Why? TR and TZ TR, total revenue and total cost, are the major two factors. These two factors are important when we decide profit maximum output. Can you understand? Now, I'm going to pay attention next point. What is the next point? You should pay attention. Next point also. Right, wait a minute. I should. Right, I'm going to remove additional explanation. Right, okay. Pay attention. The goal of competitive firm is to maximize the profit. Now I think it is easy. The goal of the firm, maximize the profit. Okay. Then under second point, I have mentioned goal of the firm, maximize the profit. I think there is no issue because without profit, top management or management can't satisfy their investors or their owners. To satisfy their owners or shareholders or investors, they should earn the profit. They should give, oh, top management should give reasonable return to their investors. Otherwise, they may not satisfy. Therefore, I'm going to pay attention. Second point, this means that the firm will want to produce the quantity that maximize the difference between revenue and total cost. It is very important point. Not only TR, total revenue, but also TC are the major two concepts. Owners of the business or managers of the organization or top management should concern TR and TC. Why? Somehow firm should decide or profit maximum output should be decided by the decision makers. They should produce profit maximum output. If you produce less than profit maximum output, then what happened? If you produce less than profit maximum output, then what happened? Less than profit maximum output. What happened? There is the opportunity to increase their profit. But therefore, the decision makers of the organization is violate the objective. What is the objective? Maximize the profit. Can you understand? Therefore, firms should decide profit maximum out. Can you understand? Right. Now I'm going to pay attention. Another concepts already you learn these concepts, but due to non-commerce student, additional explanations have included within the presentation. First one TR, second one TC. TC, total cost related concept, were learned, concept were learned under previous lessons. But under here, we are going to pay attention to the revenue concept. Revenue concepts didn't learn under previous lesson. Therefore, due to non-commercial student, TR concepts have been included within the today discussion. Already I have explained TR concepts. TR mean total revenue concepts. Now I'm going to pay attention MR. Already you learn. What are the concepts? What are the concepts? Total cost concept, total average cost concept, marginal cost concept, then fixed cost, variable cost. All concepts have been learned under previous lesson. But under this session, I have decided to include revenue concept due to non-commercial student. What do you think about marginal revenue? Marginal revenue can be calculated based on change of TR. TR means total revenue. I think no need to explain again several times. Revenue concepts have been discussed. Therefore, you should understand change of total revenue, change of total revenue divided by change of Q, change of total revenue divided by change of Q. Then we can calculate marginal revenue. You should clearly understand marginal revenue is the change in the total revenue from an additional unit sold. Okay, then pay attention. MR, marginal revenue. How do you calculate marginal revenue? Change of total revenue divided by change of Q. Then you can calculate marginal revenue. Right. Pay attention. There are 7 columns. There are 7 columns. First column is quantity. Second column, total revenue. Then third one, total cost. Then final one, profit. Can you understand? How do you calculate profit? You can calculate profit. Total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue minus total cost. Then you can calculate profit. There are 3 columns. Column 1, quantity. Column 2, TR. Column 3, TC. Then you can calculate profit column. TR minus TC. Pay attention. Until certain level. Until certain level. Clearly understand this one. Profit. You should clearly understand. Profit will increase until 7. Increase the profit. Then what happened? Decrease the profit again. Not only profit, you can concern marginal concept. Profit conversion until 5 gallon, until produce 5 gallon, what will happen? Profit will increase. After that, what will happen? Profit will decrease. Now I'm going to pay attention 5th column of the table. What is the 5th column of the table? Marginal revenue. What do you think about marginal revenue? What do you think about marginal revenue? What do you think about marginal revenue? Marginal revenue can be calculated based on change of TR divided by change of Q. Then what is the real situation? Change of TR divided by change of Q. Then what is the answer? Answer marginal revenue. Actually, It is 3% price. What is the price of the product? 6. Can you understand? Then marginal revenue 6. Then pay attention marginal cost. I think marginal cost concepts were learned under previous lesson. Therefore, I'm not going to explain this concept, marginal cost concept. What do you think about marginal cost concept? Marginal revenue 6, marginal cost. I have given 6 column. What do you think about MZ? Marginal cost. How do we calculate marginal cost? Change of total cost divided by change of Q. Change of TZ divided by change of Q. Then you can calculate MC. What do you think about MC? MC easily you can calculate based on change of TC divided by change of Q. Then what happened? Right, marginal cost decrease. Marginal cost decrease. 2, 3, 4, 6. Then if they produce in between 4 and 5, what happened? Marginal revenue equal to marginal cost. What is the amount? 6. Then profit. What do you think of profit? 0. Can you understand this situation? Profit 0. This means MR equal to MC. Can you understand this one? If you produce more units, then what happens? Profit will decrease. Therefore, firm should be identified. Firm should be designed. Profit maximum output. Otherwise, what happens? They may face another issue, or they may violate their objective. What is the objective of the firm? Profit maximizing. If they produce 9, 8 units, then what happens? Profit will decrease. Okay? If they produce 5 units, what happens? Maximize the profit. Therefore, clearly understand link among these concepts. Especially pay attention marginal cost and marginal revenue concepts. Okay, now I'm going to pay attention. Another point, I have given table. Then based on the table, you should calculate TR. I think not need to calculate. Why? Already price as well as Q or price and Q have been given under table. Therefore, TR you can calculate. How do you calculate TR? P multiplied by Q. Then you can calculate TR. Then how to calculate AR? TR divided by Q. Then you can calculate AR. Then I'm going to pay attention final point MR. How to calculate MR? Change of TR divided by change of Q. Then you can calculate MR value. Right. MC and the firm supply decision. MC and the firm supply decision. You should clearly understand MR and MC. MR mean marginal revenue. MC mean marginal cost. Based on marginal revenue and marginal cost, we can decide profit maximum output. Can you decide profit maximum output amount? Q1. Why? MR equal to MC. Then we call profit maximum output. If we produce QA level, then what will happen? If firm decide to produce QA level or QA quantity, then what happened? There is opportunity to increase their profit. Why? Profit maximum output amount Q1. But firm firm is producing less than profit maximum output level. Therefore, there is opportunity to increase profit. On the other hand, if firm decide to produce QB level, then the actual output is higher than profit maximum output. What is the profit maximum output amount? Q1. But actual output amount QB. Therefore, profit, right, firm is producing more than equilibrium level or profit maximum output level. Can you understand this situation? Therefore, firm should decide profit maximum output. On the other hand, we can say profit maximum output level should be decided by the firm. Otherwise, they may have opportunity to increase their profit. If they produce less number of units than profit maximum output, there is opportunity to increase profit. The second opposite side of this one. What is the opposite side of the second? If they produce Q1 level, then what will happen? What will happen? They are producing. Oh, firm produce more than profit maximum output. What is the final result of the decision? They produce more units than profit maximum output. Then it negatively affect to the total profit. Okay? Please pay attention, 11.1. Then I have given two draft. First one, you should clearly understand industry. This one, industry related one. Second one, firm related one. Industry and firm. What do you think about industry? Based on demand and supply, clearly understand. Based on demand and supply, determine market price. This means industry. What is the market price? P star. Based on demand and supply, determine market price. On the other hand, firm. If you are working in the agriculture firm, agriculture product producing firm, then what happened? They can't change the market price. The market price, please, P star. Then firm should accept the market price. Therefore, I have mentioned price taker or price maker. Price taker. Therefore, firm should accept market price. What is the market price? Market price isn't P star. Therefore, firm should accept this market price. Firm should accept this one. Can you understand? Therefore, I have mentioned second key objective of the firm. What is the second key character of the firm? What is the second one? Price taker or price maker? Price taker. Can you understand? Price P star. Then you should pay attention. Second point, based on demand and supply, determine the market price. Based on demand and supply, determine the market price. Is it correct? Based on the demand and supply. Based on MRMC, this one MR, this one MC, profit maximum output can be designed based on two methods. What are the methods? First one we call MCMR. MR means marginal revenue and marginal cost method. What is the second one? TR and TC method. Okay, TR and TC method. What do you think of TR? Total revenue, total cost method. Can you understand? Then here, then I'm going to pay attention TRTC method. I have mentioned there are two methods to calculate profit maximum output. First method is TRTC method, total revenue and total cost method. Second method is MRMC method. MRMC means MR equal to MC method. Under right, if you produce MR equal to MC level, then what happened? What will happen? We can achieve profit maximum output. Can notice a real situation. It is very important to understand these two concepts. What are the concept? TRTC concept and MRMC concept. Right. Then you should pay attention market equilibrium and firm equilibrium. Market equilibrium under perfect competition market. Market equilibrium is determined based on demand and supply. Can you understand? Based on the demand and supply. Firm should accept the market price. Nothing to do. Firm should accept the market price. What is the market price? P star. Firm should accept the P star. Therefore, firm is price taker or price maker. Price taker. Can you understand? Then what do you think about second draft? First draft, I think it's not difficult because already you learn demand, supply, and equilibrium lesson. Therefore, easily you can understand demand, supply lesson. Then based on the demand, supply lesson, place concern given draft. Given draft, all first industry draft, almost same the your theory lesson. What is the lesson? Demand and supply. Now I'm going to pay attention second draft. Second draft is firm. What do you think about firm situation? Based on the demand and supply, determine the market price. Okay. Then this is a market price. Then firm should accept the market price. This is a price. This one. Then firm. This is a price. Oh, under perfect competition market, I have clearly mentioned MR equal price. Then price 120. Then what happened? Then somehow we should decide profit maximum output amount. How do you decide profit maximum output amount? How do you decide profit maximum output? Based on MR, right? I have mentioned there are two methods, but here I'm going to pay attention MRMC method. Then profit max. Already I have explained based on previous table also. Then profit maximum output level we can calculate based on MR equal to MC. This is MR equal to MC. MR is equal to MC. Then what is the output level? Q star is called profit maximum output. Can you understand? Same thing I'm going to explain with ATC. Already you learn ATC. ATC mean ATC, average total cost, ABC, average variable cost, MC, marginal cost. Pay attention. MC curve, MC line, intersect ABC and ATC curves in the minimum point of the curve. Can you understand? Right, minimum point. Please pay attention. Then profit maximum output is Q max. Under this point, P equal to profit equal to AR equal to MR. This point you can say MR equal to MC point. Can you understand? In profit maximum output already I have explained. Then I'm going to explain another point. This point is important when you take decision or when you give the answer for the exam question. This is an important point. Profit maximum and the comparative firm supply line. What do you think of supply line? It's almost similar to the marginal revenue line. Right. Revenue. Okay. Revenue. Right. Marginal revenue. What do you think of profit maximum output? MR equal to MC. Then if you produce MR less than MC, there are opportunity to increase profit. What is the method? You should clearly understand what is the method. What is the method? They can increase the output level. Then MR less than MC. What do you think about? Decrease the output. Why? Actual output higher than profit maximum output. Therefore, producer shouldn't decide. First, you should decide profit maximum output. If profit maximum output less than existing level, then decision maker shouldn't take necessary action to minimize to decrease the output level. Okay. Then I have given another table. Next table has been given. A table consists Q mean quantity, MC mean TZ, total cost. How do you calculate total cost? Q multiplied by TR, by cost. How do you calculate the cost? Total cost. Total cost, what do you think about? You should pay attention to relevant calculation. Here, TC should be given, otherwise we can't calculate profit. Now can you calculate profit? I have given all figures. Can you calculate? Please check it. Please check it. TR minus TC, profit. Okay, can you understand? TR minus TC. Pay attention. What do you think about? Profit. TR minus TC. You can calculate. Then MR. MR same. Marginal revenue. MC. You can calculate MC. How do you calculate MC? Change of total cost divided by quantity. Change of the quantity. Then you can calculate MC. Then finally you can calculate profit MR minus MZ. Okay, MZ. Then you can calculate figures. Profit value. Then, right, pay attention, next one. Profit MZ, marginal cost. ATC, average total cost, MC, ATC, average total cost. What do you think of next one? P equal to AR equal to MR. You should clearly understand this one. Then MR equal to MC, profit maximum output. You should clearly understand. Then ATC, average total cost. Clearly understand this one. Average total cost. Then compare with P. P higher than average total cost. What does it mean? What does it mean? There is a profit. Why ATC mean? Cost per unit. Average cost per unit, no? Then P minus ATC, then you can calculate profit per unit. Profit per unit, P minus ATC, then multiplied by change of Q. Then you can calculate total profit amount. Can you understand? Profit. What is the real situation? Competitive firm. What do you think about competitive firm? MR equal to MC, MR equal to MC. MR equal to MC, we can calculate based on information. Then if you produce 50 units, then what will happen? If you produce 50 units, then you can achieve profit maximum output. Can you understand? ATC, average total cost. What do you think about MR? Higher than, right? What do you think about P? P10, cost per unit, 6. Then profit per unit. What is the profit per unit? 4 rupees. Then multiplied by 50, then you can calculate profit amount, total profit amount. Can you understand? Right, identify profit firm. Then pay attention. Same thing I have given under second situation. Within short period, firm can earn abnormal profit. Right here, previous one, what is the real situation? That's the profit. What is the profit per unit? 4 rupees. Then total profit amount 4 multiplied by 50. What is the profit amount? 200 per unit. 200 profit. Right. Under short run, firm can earn supernormal profit. Can you understand? Firm can earn supernormal profit. What is the supernormal profit? 10 minus 6. What is the difference? 4. 4 multiplied by 50 in profit amount. Then I'm going to pay attention second situation. A firm with loss. Why? What is the price? You should clearly understand what is the price. P. It means P equal to AR, average revenue, equal to MR, marginal revenue, is less than ATC, average total cost. Can you understand? Less than ATC. P less than ATC. Then what's mean? Loss. Why? 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 Why do you say loss? Why? Price less than 80, it's been average cost per unit. It's been cost per unit higher than price. Therefore, firm is suffering loss. What is the loss per unit? TC minus P minus ATC. Then cost loss per unit. Then multiplied by Q. Then you can calculate total loss. Can you understand this one? And within the short period, within short run, firm can earn supernormal profit or loss. I think it is easy to understand. Okay, loss. Can you understand? Compared to firm. What is the real situation? What is the real situation? P3. Then average cost per unit. What is the average cost per unit? 5. Then what is the loss per unit? 5 price 3 minus cost per unit 5. Then what is the loss amount? Loss amount 2 multiplied by 30. 2 multiplied by 30. What is the amount? 60 per unit. Can you understand? 60 per unit. Loss, not profit. Now I'm going to summarize this point. It's been short run. Okay. Firm can earn profit here. Profit. Why? Or loss? Loss. This one, this situation. What do you think of? In short run, firm can earn profit. What is the profit per unit? 10 minus 6. Profit, firm can earn profit. What is the profit per unit? 4 multiplied by 50, 200. Then, what is the profit amount? 7. Then you should pay attention. Second point, firm can earn profit. What is the second one? Firm may suffer may be suffering, or maybe firm can earn profit, or, right, you should clearly understand, firm can earn profit. Under first situation, I have clearly explained, firm can earn profit. Second situation, firm may not earn profit. Firm firm is suffering loss. This is a loss situation. Okay, cannot stand loss. Profit in short run, within short run, profit or loss can be earned within short run. Right. Under first situation, profit wasn't earned. Then second situation, firm wasn't suffering loss. Then what happened? We should pay attention. Decision. There are two types of decision we should discuss in two types of situation. First situation, short run. What do you think about short run situation? You should clearly understand what is the short run situation. Within short run, okay, firm can earn supernormal profit, then may be suffering loss, or no profit or loss. You should clearly understand all these points have been summarized under next slide. What is the real situation? If firm is suffering loss, you should clearly understand. Loss means total loss equal to total revenue. Then what will happen? What is the real situation? We call shutdown point. Why? Or shutting point. Shutdown point. Why? And you should clearly understand. If total cost equal to total revenue, somehow firm can continue their business. Why? Right, total cost can be covered using their income. No issue. Short run, they can continue business. If total cost, total revenue less than variable cost, VC mean variable cost. What do they mean? Can you continue business? It is difficult. Why? Why? What is the reason? It is difficult. Why? You should clearly understand why. Minimum variable cost couldn't cover within short period. Then what is the decision of the firm? Nothing to do. Firm shouldn't take certain decision to shut down. Why? As an example, they can't pay their raw material payment. They can't pay their employees' payment. Then utility bill. They can't. They can't pay. Then can you continue business? It is difficult. Therefore, if total revenue less than variable cost, then firm should shut down. Nothing to do. But total revenue equal to total cost. Somehow they can continue the business. Then second one, pay attention. Second point. What is the second point? Oh, what is the decision point rule? I think it's better to pay attention only decision point. Somehow we should finish this lesson within the given period. What do you think about? What do you think? Shutdown if shutdown point. If P less than average variable cost. P less than average variable cost. Can you understand? P less than average variable cost. It means profit price less than average cost. Nothing to do. Firm decision rule is shutdown. If price higher than variable cost, firm decision is not shut down. If they like, they can continue short period because somehow firm can cover their variable cost. Can you understand this situation? Then what is the real situation? I have mentioned when I start the lesson, there's a freedom to enter the market or exist from the market. Already I have explained. Which situation firm can, right? You should clearly understand. There are two situations. What are the two situations? P higher than ATC. This means price higher than ATC. ATC means average total cost. Then what does mean? There is a profit. Price less than ATC. Loss. But somehow firm can continue their business. But price less than variable cost. Prediction. Price less than variable cost. Prediction. Price less than variable cost. Prediction. It is difficult to continue the business. We call shutdown point. Okay? In long run, what is the real situation? In long run, TR higher than TC, it means long run. If TR higher than TC, other firm can decide to enter the industry. Why? There's a profit. You know, some firms may decide to enter the industry. Why? If there is profit, as it's mean TR higher than TC, then firm may decide to enter the firm industry. Why? What is the reason? TR higher than TC. If price less than ATC, ATC mean average total cost, then firm may not decide to enter the firm. Why? They can't cover their right. You should clearly understand. If price less than ATC, that's another important point. Then price less than AVC, average variable cost. Firm may decide to shut down their business. Why? They can't cover their variable cost. But if price higher than TC, my average variable cost, average total cost, then firm may continue their business. You should clearly understand this situation. Then I have given another point. Firm's long run decision to exist. What is the decision? If long run, short run, firm exists if there are two decisions. What are the decisions? Enter the firm, enter the business. There is freedom to enter the business, exist from the business. Can you understand this one? If firm is suffering loss, is mean then TC higher than TR, then loss, suffering loss. Short period they can continue the business. Why? Somehow they can cover their variable cost. If price less than variable cost, Average variable cost. Can you continue? They can't continue. But if average price higher than variable cost, short period they can continue the business. Then pay attention. Second point, exist. Right, exist. Right, there are two decisions to continue the business. When firm decide at what time firm decide to enter the business, which time? TR higher than TC. Then TR higher than TC. Firm decide to exist within the business. What is the second one? P less than ATC average total cost. What is the real situation? P less than ATC average total cost. What is the real situation? P less than ATC average total cost. What is the real situation? Firm may decide to exist within the industry. Right. Then final point I'm going to right, last part of the lesson I'm going to describe. What is the fine? The supply curve in the competitive market. Already I have explained revenue curve. Supply. Market supply equal to sum of the quantity supplied the individual firm in the market. Supply based on the price. Okay. Then you should pay attention. The supply curve reflect the individual firm marginal cost curve. Right? If you pay attention, this one is you can understand. This is MC. MC means supply curve. Can you understand? What is the real situation? Right? You should clearly understand this point until this level. Until this level, what do you think about supply amount? Zero. Why? I have clearly explained this point. If price less than variable cost, can they continue business? Can't. If price higher than average cost, then profit. Then they can exist within the industry, or other firms may come. Why? They can earn the profit. But until certain level, what do you think of supply amount? Zero. Can you understand? Already I have given under red line. Brown line. You should clearly understand this one. Right, I'm not going to discuss right AVC. AVC mean average variable cost. ATC average total cost. You should clearly understand this term already. You learn this type of draft, this type of theory part. This means ATC average total cost, average variable cost. Then both curves has been intersect by MC. MC mean marginal cost curve. You should clearly understand minimum point. You should clearly understand. Now I'm going to pay attention here areas. Right. Then the supply curves in a competitive market. What do you think of supply curve in the competitive market? Firm will enter exist market until profit is zero. Until profit is zero, other firms may come to the market. In long run, price equal the minimum of average loan run. Price equal to long run, price equal average variable cost. Long run market curve is horizontal at the price. Right here I have given 11 point. Please pay attention. Firm and market situation I have given under separate situations. Right, first I have initial condition. Under initial condition, D and S this means demand and supply. Based on the demand and supply, determine market price. Okay, market price P. Then you should pay attention. Second one, what is the second point? What is the second point? You should pay attention. Price D and S. Demand and supply. Based on demand and supply, determine the market price. Then pay attention. Firm situation. Firm should accept market price. Nothing to do. Firm should accept the market price. Okay. Right. Short run. Right. Short run, what happened? If increase the demand, then firm can right, decide what to do. Pay attention. If increase the decide, pay attention. Due to increase of the demand, what happened? Market situation, what happened? Price will go up. Price will go up due to shift of the demand curve. Shift of the demand. Already you know there are many reasons to shift of the demand curve. We go, right, what are the reasons? Except price due to other reasons. What happened? If all factors, right, if with the condition, if the income of the consumers increased by 20%, then what happened? Demand curve may shift to right side. You should clearly understand this situation. Then price will go up. Real situation, short run response. Right, okay? Then long run situation. What is the long run situation? Price equal to ATC. What does it mean? ATC, average total cost. You should clearly understand. In short run, firm can earn supernormal profit or loss. In third situation, in long run, firm price equal to ATC equal to MC. You should clearly understand this situation. Okay. Then why decrease? You should clearly say what are the reason for decreased prices? Due to shift of the supply curve. You should clearly understand. Demand curve, right, non-price determinants as well as right, non-price determinant. Due to non-price determinants, what will happen? Demand curve as well as supply curve may shift. Some factors may influence the demand, some factors may influence the supply. You should clearly say due to non-price determinant, supply and demand curve may shift the right side or left side. You should clearly understand this one. Right now, I'm going to pay attention summary part of the discussion. What do you think about? Within this session, I have discussed mean of the market structure. Already I have explained there are 4 market structures. Basically, there are major 2 market structures. What are the major 2 market structures? Perfect competition market and monopoly market. In between these 2 market structures, it's mean there are 4 market structures already. I have discussed perfect competition market. I think it's not difficult to understand perfect competition market because basic concept has been learned under demand and supply equilibrium. It's a market situation has been discussed within the demand and supply equilibrium lesson. Therefore, you should clearly understand it's almost similar to the perfect competition market structure. Okay, but perfect competition market structure, I have clearly explained there are 2 situations. One is firm situation and market situation. Firm situation almost similar to the demand supply equilibrium discussion. Okay, already you learned. But what do you think about the second one? Firm situation, I have clearly explained key characteristic of the perfect competition market. Price taker, I think no need to explain. Not price maker, price taker. Firm mean the price taker. Then all products are almost similar. Therefore, we can say homogeneous product. Then what to think about? Homogeneous product. There are number of buyers and sellers. Already I have discussed. There are number of buyers and sellers. Therefore, based on the demand and supply, determine market price. You should clearly understand based on demand and supply, determine the market price. Then market price should be accepted by the firm. Nothing to do. Therefore, I have mentioned firms are price taker. Firm says price taker. Nothing to do. Okay. Then I have paid attention profit maximum output. What do you think of profit maximum output? Firm should decide profit maximum output. Otherwise, what happened? I have clearly explained profit maximum output. There are two situations. What is the first situation? You should clearly understand profit maximum output. If MR equal to MC, then production also MR equal to MC. Then what do you mean? Profit maximum output. If firm produces less than MR equal to MC, then what is the real situation? There is opportunity to increase profit. If firm produce more than profit maximum output, it means there is opportunity to increase profit of the organization. What is the methodology? What is the method? Firm should decrease the output level. Then they can earn profit maximum output. Right? I have mentioned profit maximum output level can be decided based on two methods. What are the methods? First method is TR minus TC method. Second method is, what is second method? MRA equal to MC method. Both method can be utilized, can be used to calculate profit maximum output. To write all information, you should all explanation, you should understand why. I have mentioned when I start the lesson, we are going to include minimum 1 or 2 questions under market structure. Okay, therefore, very important. Then what do you think about? There are 2 points I have discussed. Shutdown point. What do you mean shutdown point? I'm going to discuss in summary. What is the shutdown point? Shutdown point. Shutdown point is the point patient P less than ABC. ABC mean average variable. What this mean? Already I have explained. What this mean? Price is not enough to cover their raw material, direct expenses, variable expenses. Okay, right. As an example, sometimes they may their income may not enough to cover their employee's salary. Oh, what is the second example? What is the second one? It is difficult to pay raw material suppliers bill. Then what is the real situation? Within short period, firm will be bankrupt. Why? Because they can't recover. They can't recover their variable cost. Therefore, firm owners of the organization shouldn't take decision. What is the decision? To shut down the right. Therefore, pay attention. Another one, key characteristics already I have explained. Then I'm going to pay attention next lesson. Under next session, I'm going to discuss opposite side of the perfect competition market. It is called monopoly market. Already I have discussed introduction part of the perfect competition market as well as introduction part of the market structures. Both things have been both parts have been discussed under today's discussion. Then I'm going to pay attention key point of the lesson. What are the key point? Right, based on 3 characteristics, market structures can be identified. Then there are 2 basic market structures. First market structure is perfect competition market. Second market structure is monopoly market. Already I have discussed perfect competition market information, market related information, but there are 3 rest of market structures. Under next lesson, I'm going to discuss opposite side of perfect competition. That I will discuss monopoly market information. After that, I'm going to pay attention rest of 2 market structures. You should clearly understand this lesson as well as you should pay attention short-run behavior as well as long-run behavior, short-run behavior as well as long-run behavior. Not only short-run behavior and long-run behavior, you should clearly understand profit maximum output. Profit maximum output can be calculated using two methods. What are the method? TR minus TC method or MR equal to MC method. Both method can be used, or both method can use to calculate relevant calculation in profit maximum output. You should clearly understand. Even I ask question to explain short-term behavior of the competitive firm. Then can you understand? Can you explain? If a short-term firm can earn supernormal or super profit or loss or margin. You should clearly understand these things already I have discussed. Then you should pay attention relevant example of agriculture market or agriculture market, right? Vegetable market, good example for perfect comparison market. Then you should pay attention key review areas, also review question areas. What are the key review question? Sometimes I'm planning to queue indirect question, not only direct question. Your question paper may consist direct as well as indirect question. Can you understand? Direct as well as indirect question. If there is indirect question, don't afraid. Why? Indirect question right, easy than the direct question. If you know the relevant theory part, then somehow you can link with the practical question, then you can develop complete answer. But if you receive direct question, as an example, define perfect competition market. So, all right, good example, right? Explain law of demand, law of supply. Then you can't give additional information. You should give minimum definition. What is the law of demand, law of supply? Conversion. These things are very important. End of the market structures I'm going to discuss. Review question also. Right on the final session, I'm going to review question and based on the market structures. I think now it is enough. Already I have completed introduction part of the market structure. After that, I have discussed perfect competitive market theory part. Okay, thank you very much.